So I had this issue. The handle on this door is starting to rust, as you can see. It was about to fail, so I needed another solution. So I went to Sketchup, and I decided to take measurements of the existing handle and design potentially a new handle. You need to get every little minute measurement from the screw positions, from vertical and horizontal, the space where your hand goes, the thickness of the handle, and the thickness of where that plate is. Just basically to make sure that all the measurements will compute while coming over here to SketchUp. Start with making my box. Got my vertical and horizontal, so I'll just make a box here. And now I'll just carve out the top and bottom squares that attach to the door. We'll click there, we'll click there, and get rid of that middle area. And now I want to find the center, because that'll help me determine how wide to make the thickness of the handle. And I think I came up with like about 18 millimeters on that. Put a little line there that I think I won't use later, but just to get a basis. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a profile extrusion. So I'm basically building one side of the handle I potentially want to do. A little space there so there's enough room to get the hand through there. Create a little arch. Gotta get vertical, there we go. Try to find the same thickness that the other handle had. It's about 10 millimeter from this bulge on the arch. Use the expansion, whatever the hell that tool is called. Give it about 6 millimeter thickness. And I realize that now, because it didn't expand fully, I need to kind of estimate the sides here, which I'm doing right now. And extend that over, and extend the other side over so it's uniform. And connect it to the existing plane there. Connect that side, so now it creates like a solid object. Now I want to do this in sections, because what I later want to do is not make the handle as thick as the plates that attach to the door. So I'll create the door plates there, and now I'll just grab the handle and make a full extraction or extrusion, as they call it. And now I'll shape the handle down to about the same thickness that the metal handle was. Now kind of have my base there, and add a little thickness by putting these triangles. Extrude that. Go on the other side. That's about midway. I'll extrude that there. Add a little thickness on that side. Come around and add thickness on this side. And we have our base hand. Now I'll just do a little cleanup, because the handle's final destination is the 3D printer. And sometimes these extra lines throw off its ability to see that if it's solid or not. Remove a couple of those lines there. Remove those back lines underneath there. Remove those lines, which now has created kind of a non-manifold side as seen by the solid inspector. So just flip the side there. Next, now I'll need to get the screw holes put in. So we'll put that side screw holes in, get that all measured out. get the other side and measure it out. And we'll also need the profile in that direction measured. So now I can take the circle tool, put about a 5mm radius in that. Hit the other side. Good. Now we'll do the same measurement of the other end of the handle. Same thing. Get the circle tool, click that side. Then we'll come around and get that side. We'll now extrude, which actually does a negative extraction. So we have our holes. Come around on the other side, do the same. We'll create our holes there. So with that done, the handle will just, for aesthetic reasons, we'll just clean away the guidelines, but the handle's pretty much now complete. So now it needs to go to the 3D printer. So now it's inside the 3D printer, and I kind of want to put it on its side for structural reasons. One, I think it will print quicker, and two, because it'll be going through a lot of forces back and forth from that extrusion, the way that the FDM printer does. I think that'll give it more strength in that orientation. So all I have to do now is just look through the profile, make sure I don't see any errors, which I don't. Slide that down just to see how these are the different layers the printer will print. It's kind of fun to slide it back and forth. And basically now we can send it to the printer. So now we'll do a time lapse of the printer printing this object. Starts with the base, works its way up, and it went a little slow for the screw holes because it was making the circles there perfect, but now it's just working on the final end, and now here's the final product of it attached to the door. And now a little test of opening and closing the handle, and that's the project.